Hi, I'm Christina Elston, and here's this month's health update. Spring is in the air, which gave me a chance to sit down with fitness instructor Sara Haley. She's a global instructor for Reebok. She teaches locally at Equinox Santa Monica, and when we talked, she was just weeks away from becoming a mom for the first time. That meant she had tons of great ideas for how moms everywhere can ramp up their workout as the weather gets warmer. Since spring is coming, I thought kind of a spring tune-up.
Great.
For our workouts. So the first thing for all moms is, what do you do if you don't have time?
Exactly. It's finding ways to do it, to work out while you're doing whatever else it is that you need to do. So if you're in the kitchen and you're cooking, I mean, you can add things in like back lunges and calf raises while you're working on breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you can use your kids. I mean, that is, I have friends that since they've had kids look like they're in the best shape of their life, and I'm like, what are you doing? And half of it's just from lifting their kids.
So Sara and I talked a little bit about multitasking, which is something moms know a lot about.
So plank is perfect, because plank, for some of us who haven't done it before, holding it for 15 seconds is going to be a lot. My advice is try to work up to a minute. And before I was pregnant, I was doing like 3-4 minute planks. Now it's a different story. But starting anywhere. So I mean, you could be hanging out on the floor. Here's your toddler, and you're right next to it, talking to it, playing to it, and then you can relax and play. And then go back into one for 15 seconds again. And you can also do it on your elbows or on your knees if it's too hard.
Okay.
So you're here. Play, 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 play. Count to 10 seconds. Play, 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 play. Count to 10 seconds and start building your way up. So, and if you're in the kitchen, same thing. You can do it off of your kitchen counter. You can do it off of your chair here. You can do it in the park if you're not afraid of people are around. But if you're a crunch person, crunches are so easy. You're playing on the floor too. You're on your back, fitting some crunches in. And if you want to strengthen some extra muscles, I think we're all familiar with like airplane, right? Airplane is a great one. Just what you want to make sure of here, if we go back to your mountain yoga pose, and keep the elbows in, and we're going this way, you're going to strengthen those triceps. I'm here, baby's on the floor, I can bring myself down to baby, back up, down, back up. Those are great ways to get the upper body in, and the same thing with push-ups. If you're in that plank position, that's the top of a push-up.
Right. She's got a lot of great ideas about protecting your back, whether you're a mom with a toddler or you're pregnant like her.
So when we are lifting, we always want to go from our legs on up. And that's what most people don't do, and that's how they hurt their back. So when you're lifting, you really, really want to either... Oh, this is great. This is great, right? So I'm going to keep my heels flat on the floor. Granted, I have high heels on right now, which is not probably the best thing to be doing your squats in.
Right.
But you really want to sit back, and then that way I can get as low as I need you to pick them up this way, or...
Okay. I'm going to come around.
So if I'm picking them up this way, I want to make sure that I keep my heels back, my knees over my ankles, and that way I'm sitting way back if I can lift them this way, if they're big enough.
I asked her a bit about how to know when your cardio is doing the job so the heart muscle stays healthy.
If you are a perfectly healthy person and you're looking to up your game, even if you're not looking to up your game, if you're looking to just stay consistent and keep the body that you have and like, you have to find a place in that workout where it becomes harder to breathe. And so you can do it one of two ways. You can, you could make it harder and harder as you go. So at the very end of your workout, it's the hardest. What I prefer, because my problem with cardio is I tend to get bored. So what I do is interval train, which is a pretty common term in fitness. But like, let's say you're hiking for 3 minutes, and then for 30 seconds, you're going to start with just 30 seconds. You're going to hike up and take your pace up. So you're either going to have to move faster or you're going to have to move bigger. Those are the two ways to get your heart rate up. Either move quicker or move bigger. So whether you're going to do bigger movements this way or you're just going to pick up your pace for 30 seconds and then come back, catch your breath, go another 3 minutes, and then do that for 30 seconds again. And other ways that you could make the cardio even a little bit more difficult, maybe you want to carry some weights. Some light weights, that could always, I can tell you the more weight you have on your body, the harder it's going to be. But yeah, I mean, though, you need to find a place, because that means your heart's working harder. And your heart is, in my opinion, the most important muscle that you have in your body.
Sure.
So why do we ignore that muscle and then continue to do, work little muscles like our biceps and triceps, but then we forget to work this one, where we really should be focusing on this first, and then the rest will follow.
She had some great ideas for how to add fun to exercises that you already know so that you don't get bored.
I have this little little game I play with some of my clients, and I use the mantra, say thank you please, okay? So S, T, and P, say thank you please. S is going to stand for a single leg or arm movement. T is going to stand for twist, or basically adding rotation. And P is going to stand for plyo or jump. So let's use, everybody knows a lunge. Pretty much, right? So let's use a lunge.
Let me get back here and see if I can
So I call this kind of amping up your workout, which is exactly what you're asking, right?
Yeah.
So you're sick of doing lunges. You're sick of doing lunges. So now what are we going to do? I'm going to kick these off. We're getting cozy. And now what do I want to do to make that a little bit harder? Well, I'm going to find a way to make it a single leg movement. So that means I could either stick this up on a chair, on a table, if you have a stability ball. That's going to make it even harder because it's a movable object. Okay, and then I'm going to do my lunges here. Okay, and the farther I go away from that chair, the harder it's going to be. Again, following the same rules, you want to keep that knee and ankle in line.
Right.
Okay, and then if you can, let go. So now you have the balance. It's a little bit harder for me right now. So that's S.
Okay.
Finding a single way to do it. T, twisting or rotation. Okay, when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to be twisting. You really want to rotate. Full movement, but I can kind of show you basically here. I could keep that elevation, or I can just go down in my lunge, add a rotation here, okay, and then add another rotation there, and everybody else that's not pregnant can go farther to the floor than I can, and coming back. So again, I'm challenging my balance. It becomes a full body exercise opposed to just a leg exercise, which is even better. So there's your T, and then P would be a plyo or a jump. And I'm actually, I was jumping a lot before I was pregnant, so I'm really still comfortable jumping. But taking your lunge and then adding a little hop to it, boom, which is going to give you a little cardio, get your heart rate up.
Sarah even had some advice for me about ramping up my own workout, giving me a simple program I could do at home in under half an hour.
Put together jump rope, plank, lunges, and let's say and tricep dips. So now you have a cardio exercise, you have a upper body exercise, a core exercise, and a leg exercise. And run that in a little circuit. So maybe jump rope for a minute, then do 20 lunges, then do 20 tricep dips, and then hold your plank for 30 seconds. Repeat that again. You repeat that 4 times, you're going to have a 30-minute workout.
Okay. That will give you cardio as well as some core and some
that's your best
muscle.
Overall workout. Add a little stretch in there at the end, and you've got a really, really well-rounded workout for the day.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get out there and get moving. You can catch up with me anytime online, laparent.com or parenthood.com. Follow me on Facebook or follow me on Twitter @health_e. Stay in touch and stay healthy.